I shouldn't say every day I repeat it. I say first thing in the morning when I wake up. Thank God for life. Look in the mirror, say bitch I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, 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 blessed. Bitch I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, 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 blessed. Bitch I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, 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 blessed. Bitch I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, 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 blessed. First thing in the morning, first thing, first, best, 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 best. First thing in the morning, 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 best, 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 in the morning, best, 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 in the morning, best, 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 in the morning. First thing in the morning, I'm the way I cry, cry, bitch, I'm the best, 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 best.
Hey, 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 bitch. My motherfucking voice is back on the ear. Can you hear me? Hey, girls. Him is back, bitches. What the fuck is up? Y'all know I always got to start it off right, real rough, real sweet, you know. It's Malik. Like always, I got my niggas of him with me. We back.
Question.
Yes.
Do you always start it rough and a little soft?
As of lately.
Is it rough and sweet?
Oh, rough and sweet. I mean, do you always start it off rough and sweet?
Yeah,
You don't just do it really sweetly
No,
first
no.
and then you
Rough.
get into the roughness?
We need that rough shit.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
My bitch know what I'm talking about.
Okay, that's how y'all spend your hours. We get that.
But we gonna go ahead and kick this shit off, as always. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, y'all, what's up? It's me.
We don't normally start with you. This is fun.
Yeah, we switched it up.
We switching everything up this time around. Come on.
Okay. Hey, Trey.
Hello.
What's up, baby?
Good. We didn't even ask Aaron what was up.
Oh, we coming around.
We coming back
real
around
check-in.
to
I'm
her.
just making sure the girls remember our
worry.
voices because we
busted
open in the atmospheres in a minute. So I just want to make sure
Just understand
that
that
we
it's
good.
your turn to be talking now.
we good for the get down.
I
It's
ain't
on
gonna
you.
go
What you
out
gonna
of
do?
order, you know. I
Okay.
want to be equal here.
Oh my.
And last but not least, we have Stevie. What's up, baby?
What the fuck is up? What the fuck is up, y'all? What's tea?
So I know we have been off the air for a little bit.
Girl,
Off the air, but still in your ear because we have our Patreon.
Hey, hey.
You know, we have Life Through Glasses. We have the Wind Down. And, you know, we have Trey's show coming soon.
Yes, yes.
But we want to do a cute little check-in. What the girls been up to, what they've been up to for the summer. What did you do for World Pride? Like, girl, give me the tea. So fill me in, Aaron.
I went to the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, tell us what you did.
And I was in there, you know what I'm saying? And I had a thing.
God.
No,
It was a whole month. So how did you...
Right, child. It was a whole month.
You've been doing
a
things.
glorious month of
Yeah, it
me
was.
doing nothing. I just been hanging out with my friends. That's basically it. And you know, being outside more, taking walks. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing.
Come on, walks.
And school. You know, if I'm not in school, I'm taking walks and
Chilling with your friends. Yeah, I'm with it.
friends. So yeah. Oh, I went to Soul Summit.
Yep.
And the Soul Summit was fantastic. It was
I seen the
so much
videos.
fun. We went in there. We went into the.
Oh, so you went-
you was
dancing
there?
Yeah, I was in there dancing. And
Oh,
everything.
wow.
My
It
God.
was a sweaty mess. And
Was
it
it
was
photos?
awesome.
Because I don't believe it until I see it.
There are a few, and there's a video somewhere. And
A video
It's
of
gonna,
what?
somebody's gonna post
no,
it.
it's I took the video, so that's all. Just calm
They
down.
ain't gonna never reach. They ain't gonna reach the earth.
But it was a lot of fun. It
Never
was really
mind.
stressful actually because there was a lot of daddies.
It was
Yeah.
Daddy's. Soul Summit is the
I heard
baby.
Soul Summit
I
is
was
becoming
going-
a queer event. Because,
Oh,
like,
no, it
The
has
girls were
been.
out.
yeah.
The girls were
At least as long as I've
there.
been here for 2 years, and every
Oh
time
my
I've been to
God.
Soul Summit, it's been a black queer
I'm
extravaganza.
about to say, didn't we go to Soul Summit after
Yeah,
recording one
that-
time?
that
Remember
last-
that day?
that last
time.
Girl,
Yes.
we sure did.
Yes,
It
they was there.
It was a vibe.
So if you saw me there,
hey,
It was fine.
I just need you to understand something.
Oh, shit.
You're beautiful.
no.
I have such a random question, but how, I hate to put you on the spot. How was celebrating Pride different out of any other year? Just because me, I thought it was like super special. And this was like the 50th anniversary. And this is the first time that the US has hosted World Pride. So was there any difference at all?
I Okay, I don't want to. No. I don't want to. Take it. Downhill.
Be like, no, it won't.
It was the same shit.
No, it's your experience.
No, what I'm saying is that I went into this Pride a little more aware, and it wasn't as much a spirit of celebration for me as it was a spirit of remembrance, and a spirit of recognizing that we still have a long way to go. And I said something on Twitter. I was like, as we move into this Pride weekend, make sure that we remember, the plight of those who began Pride.
Come on out.
The plight of, trans women, Black trans women. And so I didn't feel that much in the celebratory mood. But I did. I went and I hung with, the people that I hold close, and, I spent time, and it felt good. It felt like a at least a little bit of a celebration.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love it. Okay. So Trey girl, what you been up to? What's the tea? How did you celebrate Pride? Just give me everything.
I celebrated myself.
Okay.
Right.
By sleeping. No, I'm just playing. I've been home all summer, so for World Pride I was not in New York.
Okay.
But like Prideful, I was celebrating with all the New Yorkers on the internet.
Okay.
Come on.
There's a lot of posts.
Yeah, that's how I like to celebrate, in my own bed with y'all on the internet.
Come on.
But no, what I did love was that we did our question thread. We did it in the beginning of the month, and then at the end, we wanted to have the people post their favorite photos of themselves.
That was amazing.
Oh, I love that.
That was so cute.
Oh my
There was
God.
Let
so
me tell
many.
you, there were so
Yeah.
many, but it made me excited just to see that everyone was just here's me, and then people were showing everyone love, and I think that was an important time for we're just gonna show everyone love. Let's just do this now. I know we may want to fight each other every other month.
Yeah.
But the beginning and end of this month,
Baby.
let's love each other.
Let's spread a little
which
more
is
love
fun.
in the house.
One thing I did see more of, and I don't mean to hijack you, I'm sorry, but
Thanks.
I saw more celebration of bisexuality. I saw more
Oh,
celebration
yes.
of people that identify as non-binary, which is great, because these other people that exist, under the initialism, they tend to get shoved off to
Yeah.
the side in favor of the L and the G, So I'm glad that these other people that are part of our community were being celebrated. I just want to throw that in.
And I'm thankful that we're able to do that because, there was a lot of fine people that posted their photo, and it really helped me.
There was some fine
With
niggas
my
up there, no
followers
shade.
of
There was
who I
some
were gonna
fine niggas up
follow.
there.
Right.
They were, thank you.
I love being gay. Look.
Yes.
Pound him.
Glorious
Pound
gift.
him.
Pound gay.
Yeah, a pound gay. Yo. Pound.
Pound. Yes,
Pound.
definitely.
Oh my God.
But no, that's it. I think I had a beautiful Pride June. I didn't work a damn day in June. I felt good. I left a job in June. I felt good.
Well. Come
My
on
money
out.
fell short in
Come
June.
on out.
I ain't feel that good about that.
Shades.
But I feel like it was a great month overall.
That's good. Okay.
Hey, Princess Peach.
Okay.
Oh, hey girl. Hey motherfucking bitches. What's up? It's your girl. You know what's up. What have I been doing this month? I've been in the gym. I've been trying to eat a little bit better. It's not working too much because the bitch has to let my burgers and my ribs and stuff like
I mean,
that.
you're doing it during cookout season.
I mean, right. See?
You
and that's
did
I'm
it
like,
during
why
the
am I going to?
July
I should
4th
have.
cookout
Yeah.
season area where you're
Like, bitch, I'm eating
Let me get
everything.
a rib.
July, look, cookout season
I had
barbecues.
about 4 cookouts since the beginning of
Already.
June already.
I'm trying to get my
Each
body
week.
right.
I
Listen,
can't.
that's still my story, and I'm sticking to it.
No shade.
Yeah. How did I celebrate Pride? I was turned the fuck up for Pride. I think I was at almost every motherfucking event. That was for. Here's my thing. I was here for all the events, and this is my testimony that I'm stamping for the whole entire summer. Every
testimony.
motherfucking. Yeah, minus you, baby. Every event that's free is for me, okay? Because the girls.
It was way too expensive to be
It
gay.
was too expensive to party. Like, the girls were going on hype for XL, bitch. She was like $85 to get in.
She ended up being a fool, right?
And she ended up being a fucking fraud and a flop. So glad I didn't go. And I was
Not a fraud and a
breaking.
flop.
Oh yeah, she was a fraud and a flop because she sent the girls to the door and then the girls couldn't get in. And then they cut up the girls who paid VIP and then sent them to another venue and they couldn't get in there either.
Ooh,
Oh my God.
who said that?
Everybody. Everybody who was there. That's what they said. And the let out was cute though, I heard.
And that's what I told him.
I heard
said
the
if
let
I do
out.
anything.
I heard the let out. Right, because the let out is for free. And yeah, so I ended up going to, I didn't go out the entire weekend of Pride, but I did go out on Sunday. And I did go to 2 day parties. I went to Kid Fury's day party, which was really, really cute. The Reed cast, everyone was there. That was really, really dope. They had like drinks and everything. And then I ended up going to something thrown by the executives. Now, they're a little group like upper echelon kind of, day party throwers. And I got in there for free. There was like free before 5. I pulled up and I had free drinks, the little bottle service and everything. It was really, really cute. So your girl's always, for a party, turning up. Mm-hmm.
In New York, it's never to pay.
Yeah.
It's no shade.
No shade. Pull up where you can.
I'm spoiled already. Like
Yeah.
I've only been here 2 years, but I'm like,
You feeling it. You feeling the
That's what
shit.
the
Cover
Atlanta
for
girls
who?
do. No shade.
Cover for who? Yo, you're a key. I
Not
cannot
I,
play with
so
you.
The Atlanta girls spent all their money on the club.
Yes, they do. Not us, girl. We getting in free before 12.
No shade to the
That's
Atlanta
for
girls.
me. And I'm going to have my shit in the car, and I'm going to go out and drink, and then I'm going to get my stamp, and we in there.
I love it.
Come on out.
I'm going to talk about how Pride was like different and so important this year than any other year.
Oh, damn, I didn't get mine, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead, baby.
I'm going to get back to you. I don't know. I saw a lot of babies and kittens out, and that made me so proud.
Yeah.
Real babies. And
No.
and I was like, oh my God.
Not
were they
the cat.
cute
Well, that
babies?
too. I think like going back to you, we have like Pride is much more inclusive to the spectrum of the gay community, as well as to our allies. We have like
Which I've seen
just
a lot of.
parents supporting
Yeah.
their gay children.
There was a
and
father
just-
giving out hugs to gay. I was like, oh, come
like
on,
everybody. I just thought
Come
that
on,
this year
father.
Pride was for everyone, and specifically going back to like the younger people. I feel like growing up when I was like 19, 20, there was this idea that like Pride was only for older people for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't know, like growing up, and like now Pride is for everyone. And I feel like I just saw like even like minors out that were gay celebrating their
Them gays was
queerness,
out there,
you
girl.
know?
Yeah.
And that's something that needs to happen. It's no shade. I'm 30 and I don't think that much is going to change for my generation, but I'm definitely here to support and make changes for the future. So that's one thing that I loved about Pride. How I celebrated Pride, this is my first year staying in. I stayed in the whole week. I just also want to say that like Pride doesn't have to necessarily be like going out. You said you celebrated at home. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be going out, but there's no shade. Like I needed time to myself. So it was given indoors. But yeah, I think this month overall has been great. And other than that, I've like just been chilling and just working on me and doing like a lot of self reflection and
Coming
just
out.
self-care and stuff. I was happy to change jobs, but I didn't think it was going to put my tipping on hold as much. But it did. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be back in the streets soon. But
The streets miss you, Miss Thing.
girl,
The
I miss the streets, bitch.
motherfucker. They miss you, bitch.
I miss the streets too.
The streets are
bitch.
calling you, girl.
Yeah. But I'm glad to be back in the studio and just in a better, more sounder, clearer space. So.
Come on, queer.
Y'all not getting no dick?
No.
Oh yeah,
Look at us.
You get.
I've been dating the same
I was about to
person for
say,
a minute.
bitch. Now listen,
Girl.
and then while you're at home in your own comfort, you better be getting your ass.
you know,
slapped.
him and I, like we've also everything has been good. He recently started a new job. He recently moved, so we have both have just been like adjusting to our new schedules and just like not having as much free time. But yeah,
Good work.
ass still wet.
My girl,
Same thing,
my
bitch. Y'all know what I did.
my girl. I was waiting for her to come out. She's here.
You know me. I ain't never
Ass
too far
still
away
wet.
from a man. Like
Did you, Aaron? Are you stretching? Is your ass wet too?
No.
Oh, I thought he was about to
I
say
thought she was about to say that. Like, ooh,
I
come
got
on
Courtney
out.
over there in shambles.
My bed has not been as depressingly empty as usual.
Oh, not depressingly empty.
Let us in, baby.
Well, here we go. We back in the motherfucking studio.
That said,
Oh, coming out. Oh, I'm here.
It's still not as developed as I would like it to be. I was thinking about the other day. I was like, you know you look at your own bed and be like, it'd be nice if somebody else was at this.
You know, the company of a,
you know what I'm saying?
fine gentleman.
Come on, a nice,
Rub my back. Ooh,
fellow.
come on.
Laying on their
Cameron, I
chest.
see you.
To rub your what?
Rub my. He said, rub my back.
Rub my back. Get that right there.
I
mean, rub rub whatever else you want to
yeah.
rub too. Since you want to,
booty rub is
make it all
booty rub is
nasty. I was talking
essential.
about affection and intimacy.
We know.
You got to ask. You got
like
to
to
get it
touch.
rubbed. No shade.
You know, I did have a young man. Well, actually, he was a man.
Oh, he was
And
a man.
Come on,
Savannah,
Come on.
he was a man.
He's a man.
And
He's a good man. Savannah.
I gave him a foot rub, and it was great.
Did you suck his toes?
Very sensual, baby.
I did not.
Okay. I'm just asking because I'm back in the thing.
I softly gave them kisses.
Come on, softly gave them kisses,
But,
tender kisses.
Right.
Come on, go off, Mr. I'm here for it.
You know, just
I want
some,
my girls to live. No shade. Come on.
honey, so just some soft honey kisses.
Come on.
You know.
Did you have
That should
chapstick
be
on?
the next
You were rocking
the
it with
name
chapstick
of
and
like
stuff? Girl.
your skincare line.
Soft honey kisses.
Honey kisses. From the
then,
honey, from the honeycomb.
I feel like that would make everything would have to be like honey scented, and I'm not.
No, you don't.
What you say? Wait, what
I'm
you
not
say?
really a fan of honey scented things.
Not this. But I just thought it. We just thought it because it was
Honey
cute,
Kisses.
right? Honey kisses. By Aaron.
You can change the name. It don't have to always be honey.
I think
It could be
if
like
I had a
Cocoa
if I had a
Kisses.
skincare line, I would want it to be
Cherry
called like
Kisses.
Gooch.
Gooch?
Gucci kisses.
No, just Gooch.
Gooch? No. Okay, I can see Gooch for
Not
you.
Gucci.
Gooch.
Gooch kisses.
No.
I'm about to say that might
Damn
be
kisses.
just
Oh,
Gooch.
just Gooch.
You might get some
Okay.
trouble with that though, because
Gooch.
I think Gooch might be not Gucci, but Gooch might be trademark. You gotta watch that.
Just Gooch?
Yeah, you better look it up.
I like it. I don't know if I'll buy it, but I like it. I'll
Yo.
support you.
Girl.
She here for a
I'll
halfway.
post the promo on my Instagram.
You know what? I'm going to call it perineum.
Girl, nobody can pronounce
That's
that.
kind of cute,
Isn't it?
It rings.
You know the perineum is the actual name of the Gooch?
Yeah, well, it's listen. I hear
Girl,
you,
I
Gooch,
think-
but when you said it, it didn't rung in my ear. So I was just like, ring,
know
ring,
what?
ring, ring.
Perineum
There it is.
skincare.
You're the winner.
I
Go
think
off.
we're going to skip that discussion.
Oh my God, the
love
Gooch.
it. So is anyone else dating?
Scrubs and body
Look,
butter.
is anyone else dating?
I'm not dating, but I am talking to someone.
Oh,
right
I
now.
saw you.
Talking to
Look.
someone right now.
Come on out.
Yeah.
What's the social security number?
Girl, I wish I knew.
We are not
But the
scamming
gag
this
is,
summer.
here's the thing. He had, I don't know how he. Okay, I'm not going there. He was at no. We actually were like cutie at the day party I went to.
Okay.
Come on out.
Oh, you was booed up?
Yes, at the day party I was, and we
Okay,
danced together and
element.
everything. I don't know who was watching. Again, this is an upper echelon type. The girls were there. Your boo was there too. Malik, she was there.
Malik was there?
Not Malik, her boo was there. And yeah, it was definitely. You know me. Hey, Miss Lady. And the girls he's around, I said, "Hello, sister friends, bring it in." You know, two girls that he know. They was like, "Come on out." I was like, "Come on out." Bring in full circle.
I love them though.
But yeah, they're really really cool. But yeah, I was booed up in a little thing. I was like, this is cute. But I don't really normally bring my boyfriend to like a little, or I can't say boyfriend. Woo.
I think another reason I haven't been out is because like before we started dating, like he had made the statement that like, you know, once he got, you know, on his feet, he wanted to start going back out. So I kind of like let him have, not saying that I'm like not going
I
out.
was about to say, girl, you.
But it's a
I
little
just
weird
let him
to
go
kind of
out.
be in the
Get
same
your ass
space
out
that
here.
you're like hanging out with, like, I don't know. But I've just been letting him do his own thing because
Yeah,
we
I
hang
think
around the same people and kind of like, you know,
Those
running
I
the
love those
same
girls he's
circles.
around.
So I'm
Yes,
just
yes.
like, I'm not trying to see him every time I go out also.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
but-
that. But yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, just talking.
Yeah,
No sex. She
just
still ain't had
talking.
sex in a year. It's been a while from this thing. Oh yes, I'm still on my things. I bet you girls didn't believe that could happen, did you?
Girl.
Pussy tight, no shade.
Yeah.
Coming out.
My
Oh
puss
my-
would be screaming.
You girls wasn't here for the pussy being tight. It's not yours. Come on out.
She ain't say nothing about that mouth.
Okay.
Ooh, my mouth. My mouth. Oh, I ain't touched nothing with this mouth. Ain't nothing touched but lips. If I sucked the dick, y'all would know it. Y'all know me. Come,
okay.
y'all remember who y'all talking to.
And
y'all
me.
remember that girl?
So, you know, some people, I'm craving some peanut butter. Well, I'm craving some dinner rolls.
And
I am craving
A dick
some
in your
dick.
mouth?
a penis.
A penis. We
I
gonna
do
call it
agree with
dick.
you.
Look.
I do. I get that
You know,
feeling. Sometimes
penis.
it's a delicacy that you like to have sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like with a side of.
I don't want a side of anything.
I just want the dick. No shade. And I kind of want to reach up what you said, penis. I thought, as soon as I heard that, I thought about
dick.
Ayanna. A penis! That's all I thought. I was like,
That's exactly like in my head. That's what goes through my head.
penis!
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm
God.
walking down the
It's
street
not.
and like Ayanna will
It's stuck.
scream
It's
a penis
stuck
in
right
my
there.
head.
penis, and then it just comes in your head.
No, just like she would be screaming a penis over and over again.
And
in my
they just
head,
in your head, yeah,
you know?
stuck.
Wow.
Ayanna,
And
thank
it's not
you,
going
baby.
to stop
Like the
until
penis
I
alarm.
encounter a wild penis.
Oh my God, that should be a thing,
Like a Pokemon?
penis
Is that what
Yeah.
you're Oh, okay.
A wild penis, wait,
A
what?
wild penis, Lord
Yeah.
Jesus. Like a wild
I'm not going to go to a penis
Bulbasaur
that's
or
I
something
already
like that.
have.
She want a
Why
wild
not?
penis. Oh my
No,
God.
like you got to go out. You got to catch them all.
Okay, Pokemon.
Catch them all, Pokemon.
You know.
Me on
All
the
of
other
them.
hand, that's not me, sister.
I just want to be Nurse Joy.
I don't want care. I don't want.
I just want to
catch
take care
'em
of
all.
everybody at
I
this
just
moment.
want.
So Trey, you were about to tell us about.
You talking to somebody too, bitch. We ain't
I
know if
didn't
you
say
said.
anything about saying anything about
Listen,
me.
when I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Okay,
I
right.
was saying I was talking to somebody. He said, "Me too, sister."
right.
And
High
I'ma
five
leave it at
me.
that.
Oh, baby, that
Aaron
ain't
left
right.
it, and he had a nice gentleman.
He gave us a little detail though. It's a little different.
I said I got a friend.
A friend.
I got a friend.
Okay, and what y'all doing? Y'all just talking?
Right.
We is doing.
Have
what
y'all
we
been on any
doing.
dates?
No.
Okay, that's a lie. No shade.
I ain't got nothing to lie about.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, believe.
Not for them to listen to this and then me be in trouble. I'm good. sis.
Listen, they heard what I said. I'm talking to
Eyes is
somebody.
good.
You heard me?
What I am gonna say is that the niggas is out in the
They
streets.
Can we talk pride? They were
Yeah,
everywhere.
They were
like
oh,
buffet style. No, they were
It's getting
Buffet.
it's getting ridiculous.
baby.
The hotter it gets outside.
the mortar shirts come,
Yes.
baby.
I ain't never
Y'all
seen that
need-
like it.
I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Calm
I
your
ain't never
hoes
seen
down.
Every year it's a
hoes.
little worse. I'm like, I
Worse?
can't be going outside like this. Like,
Oh, you
I'm,
mean in a
I'm
good way.
stressed.
Girls, calm your hoes down.
We trying. Look,
Mine too.
temptation is a
Keep 'em
motherfucker,
okay.
ain't it?
I feel lied to also because I'm like I thought my sex drive would be declining. I feel
Oh,
like
girl.
it's,
No, I've heard the opposite on Twitter. Like,
oh,
you know,
I thought it was
Once you
about
hit
to
40, it's
decrease.
closer you get
Oh, it
to,
goes-
and
goes
after you
up,
hit
yeah.
30, there's a
It's like you gonna be climbing up the walls.
Girl.
And where the fuck is the dick?
right.
Jesus.
You were on the ceiling, like,
Bitch, you can be turning around like that girl from the ring.
Girl,
I
can we get to
am
the damn
Annabelle.
show?
Oh my God,
All
we
this
is
damn dick
kids,
talk.
girl.
Bitch said
like
the
the
dick.
head rotates twice. You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah, we talking about this the entire time.
okay,
Oh my God,
I can talk
we
about
are
it
back.
for hours.
That's gonna be the name of the
hours
damn
on
episode.
hours.
Is Dick Talk.
That's
Dick
it.
toe.
Dick. That's the tweet.
That's
You know, oh my God, remember that thing they did said that, oh, this podcast is very sex
Oh, that's what they said about us.
That was not supposed to be what we were about, but
Hey,
it just
listen,
turns
we
out
are
We love
four
sex.
people.
we are in our prime.
We're millennials, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we
Who
have
are
sex.
sexually
We
active.
some horn, we
Deal
some
with
horn
it.
dogs around here, and we like
We
dick.
be
No
having sex
shade.
around here.
You know.
You know, we out here taking care of ourselves.
Okay.
So
Self-care is the
it's
best
cute
care.
For what, okay, it's cute for what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
what's
So I've been excited to talk about this.
Yay!
Pose. The category is pose. No,
Shout out to Billy Porter.
But as you know, my cast knows, my co-host knows. I recently did a interview with Brute Media on behalf of him podcast, and pretty much the interview was centered around Black queer representation in media. And I mean, we all know it's important and why it's important, but we more or less talked about how the Black narrative is always associated with violence.
Yeah.
Because it was specifically regarding the episode of Black Mirror. I'm not sure if you saw the first episode.
Striking Vipers.
Yes. It was really good. But anywho, it's basically about two men. They're college friends, and one night they end up like playing a virtual reality game, and they end up having sex in the virtual reality
In the
reality
game. Okay.
Yeah. So it becomes a question of like, you know, if they're bisexual or not. And well, that's how I understood it. And like within the by the end of the episode, they ended up getting into an altercation because of
Oh my God.
So, I more or less kind of like wanted to, I mean, using Pose's example, like obviously they tell the story of like trans lives.
Everything.
And more often than not, trans lives is always like, the story of trans people are told from like point of trauma and violence. And usually when we celebrate or when we talk about trans people, it's usually announcing their death, you know?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So that's kind of where I hate to talk about it in that way, but that's kind of like what the interview was about. But more or less, I kind of wanted to ask y'all and kind of talk about why is it important for us to be on TV? And is the portrayal accurate?
Deep. But I won't start first. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you
I
can
won't.
use posing as an
I'm not
example.
gonna
You
start
can
first.
use other. You can use other. Well, I'm gonna start first.
I'm about to say go,
It's so weird when I
sister.
start first and I introduce it. But
Yeah.
No, I mean I can go.
Oh, okay. Go on. Come on out.
I had a thought. So using Pose as an example, I know that. Well,
yeah.
So okay, I'm trying to figure out how to structure it in my head. So the most recent episode included the passing of Candy, Abundance Ferocity,
Right.
and it was a very emotionally charged episode, and there was a lot of reaction to it online. And I know that. Or it was implied, or that they made this was an homage to Venus Extravaganza.
Yes.
What happened to her?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yes, yes.
Yes. And the show has been paying homage to
a lot of the
big and important names and founders of the ballroom community, during this run, which is great. I just think that in this particular social climate, I don't much like how, representation is going for Black trans women right now.
Yeah.
In that, when we have, trans characters, they are, subjected to lots of hardship, and they're written as villains, or as, terminally misunderstood, and something's always happening with them. They're always, a plot point for them is always some sort of suffering.
Right. Yeah.
That's dark-skinned people in general, but another example of how trans women aren't being represented well in media is that show Tales of the City.
Never seen it.
It's
I've heard of it.
Netflix, that dinner scene, where it was a group of older white gays, and they were telling stories about their time in Mexico or something, and they used the T slur in reference to trans women, and then when confronted by the only person in the room who's willing to say something, they were allowed like a 3-minute rant about how they should be allowed to say problematic and offensive things because they were there during the AIDS crisis and they survived it. They've seen hardship that none of us has ever seen, us younger ones, so they should be allowed to say whatever they want. It's within a show.
Right.
I get that. The character that was in the room that stood up for trans women, went outside and continued to stand up for trans women, but everyone else in the room, not even the character's partner, said anything. It was only that one person. And why would you give a bigot that much time
To speak.
especially since those sorts of views are shared by people in real life? And it's like, I don't think that should have been the way that sort of issue was addressed. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to address it, it should have been handled in a way where, someone speaks out or a group of people speak out or like make an example. You know what I'm saying? These sorts of things are important because they mirror real life, and people watch these sorts of things and they're like, okay, I'm gonna take that in, and then they regurgitate it in real life in different circumstances and situations. And the circumstances and situations are most often leading to Black trans women being killed.
And I just want to also say, like, a person doesn't have to die in order for us to learn a lesson.
But let me take it back.
Right.
To Pose for a second. I am not necessarily a fan of how Candy's storyline played out. However, listening to India Moore and Janet Mock and Dominique Jackson's viewpoints on the episode, that is something that happened to them in that time. It's important that these stories do get told. I just want them to be told, in a more celebratory manner, like in a manner that allows them to just live. You don't have to make them like some superhuman person or, whatever.
Yeah.
Just like allow them to continue living, because that's not what's happening in real life. And so I think depicting that, we should be more careful around how we depict that. But I don't see, at the same time, I want to say all this and say that I don't want to speak for Black trans women or speak over them. I know there's a lot of care that went into writing that episode. So I don't want to say anything to offend, but
I am still very much finding my voice on how to speak, not only about my experience, but other people's experiences, and specifically Black trans women. This is kind of relevant, but a little irrelevant. But I was at work the other day, and one of the white therapists said she was really nervous. She had a trans patient, and she was just really nervous about like interacting with the patient only because she was afraid to say the wrong things. And I was like, well, girl, I'm gay. And I have that same fear. So I was like, never be afraid to ask, and also never be afraid to say the wrong things. To be corrected, you know? But I don't know why I was saying that. But anywho, what I do want to say is that, like with trans people, I think that this story is very much accurate, but I'm not really sure of how damaging it will be in the future if we continue this whole like making every like series or media about trans people dying.
Let me pause this just to congratulate Angelica Ross, who plays
my
Candy
God,
on
give my girl her flowers.
She now has a role in AHS 1984.
Give her her
newest
shit.
season. So congratulations, Angelica.
Yes.
Very, very happy, super happy for you, and can't wait to see you in it. But
definitely. And I think also going to the storyline with like Damon and Ricky. I just the part when they were like fighting and stuff and arguing.
You were supposed to, girl.
That was a very like queer, like a Black gay relationship, you know. But although it's familiar, I wonder what the girls start screaming. You know what the effects would be if we continue to produce like you know media like this. And again, it's very triggering. I was talking to my therapist. We were talking about books, and then we got on Pose a little bit, but she was saying how she was reading a book that was set in the late 80s, and it was just about like, you know, the HIV and AIDS epidemic as well as the drug epidemic. And, you know, she lived during that time. She was counseling young Black gay men at that time who were living with HIV and like, you know, dying at such a fast rate. And she was just saying how like, she can't read or listen or deal with like any topic that has anything to do with that time period. And for me, I have not been able to like watch Pose as much as I did the first season because it has been so triggering to my experience, as well as like some of the things that I'm experiencing now. So I've been in and out on it, but it's been amazing what I've watched thus far, and it's the entire series has been elevated exponentially from the first season till now. So I'm like really, really glad. And they moved it from Sunday. Now it's on Tuesday. So it has the like viewership that it was supposed to receive from jump, you know?
Because Sunday nights, girl, I was just like, wait a minute.
And let me
Sunday nights.
Overall, the Pose is still a fantastic show.
Absolutely.
I
I
don't think anyone
absolutely. We ain't taking it.
I wanted to clarify.
Oh yeah, we still rocking with Pose.
No.
We still rocking.
But it's gotten realer though.
Real.
You know, I think
it's become more than a show.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
About what
The ballroom.
I think it's not even just the ballroom. I think the first season, you experienced Blanca dealing with the HIV and AIDS crisis. You touched on it piece by piece. But we didn't have it mirror exactly. It was the 90s, but it's still mirroring what is happening now. So you having like I haven't watched Pose recently, but I did see a tweet about them saying there was 11 trans murders at that time period. Well, now it's the same number.
Globally,
they said. I saw the little
like
facts at
it
the
is
end.
now like it does the same thing to what I think about. I'm taking it to like a different show, a different time period, and everything. But like shows like All in the Family or Good Times and things like that. There were terrible shows. Some of them that depicted the worst and most stereotypical things you can imagine. But they also held themselves up as a mirror to reflect and tell people like, look at what is happening. Do you see how it happened in the 90s and now 20, 30 years later, you haven't changed a bit.
Yeah.
And so now I think that you have to have, now it's time for them to be like, oh, it's a wake-up call. It's a time for people to see this. What I do hope is I am triggered. Like for me, I haven't watched, the one show that like I can't watch is so far is the When They See Us or Ava DuVernay. Like I'm not watching that.
Wait,
for me,
with the
for Central
Park 5. Right.
For me, I can't watch that because one, I know the story. I feel like you've heard the story, but to watch it like it is now,
that's not right.
Is just it just makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so like I hope that we soon start to get shows that mirror the reality that we face right now and not look back 20 years to the 90s or the 80s. We start seeing us now. We're still dealing with the same issues, but we're also thriving in some areas.
Yeah.
We're also breaking barriers in some ways. Yeah. And so I think once we start showing shows, once we start to catch up to like where we are now, we'll be able to understand whether or not what happened in Pose had a lasting effect for good or for bad.
Coming out.
But I would also like to see shows about like Black queer people celebrating themselves and not like being bashed upside the head. Like,
right.
It'd be nice to see the trans girls like dating, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I want to see like a Dope Sex in the City or something in that vein, or a Living Single, or like something that shows that we live everyday lives and is sometimes the best and the funniest and the cutest things you ever seen, and you're gonna love it. I want to see that more because I feel like it always, like Aaron said, there's always has to be like a but to it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you see this person, they're living their truth, but
they got
tragedy
dead.
always happens.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like no one's life is always tragic.
Yeah.
Show the good parts. That's all I like.
I think the part with the episode we're talking about that really, really touched me was that the parents coming to the funeral.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes I don't believe all the time that the trans girls that their parents show up to their funeral.
Yeah.
So when Candy's mom and dad, had the conversation with her spirit or whatever, I thought it was really dope that the mom was like, I always loved you. I just didn't know if you were going through a phase or whatever. And then the father, now, when gay people come out, the father is more of the person that's like,
right,
get your shit together. This is not what you need to do. The mother's more nurturing. So the father was calling her by her first, like her correct pronouns and everything. So I thought that was pretty dead on that the kids coming up should hear about. Yeah, that was like, ooh, all right, this is what I need. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting her to pass.
I was
to
not
be murdered
either. Okay, so let me tell you my plot, how I thought it was gonna go. Oh, sorry for the girls who haven't watched yet. Sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
It's
been
spoiler.
a week.
It's been a week. You girls should be on your shit. I thought it was gonna go like this. So Candy was gone. They couldn't find her. I thought Lulu would have went on a chase to find her, and then Lulu would have died, and Candy would have been like, "Bitch, I'm alive." That's how I looked at it, and I was just like, "Oh, now if that happens, okay, it's still tragic to lose Lulu, but I just thought they would flip it a different way than the way that they did. I did not expect Candy to be laying in that closet like that. I was like, and instantly I thought of my best friend because my best friend is trans. I was just like, girl, let me call her. Girl, stay safe because she's already had an episode where she's been robbed and stuff. I'm just like, girl, please stay on your P's and Q's. So yeah.
So remember Miss Mamas from Paris is Burning? The one who buried the man and killed the man and buried.
How about that with Electra? Did she not bury somebody in her
it was.
But
My
they
God.
mirror.
I'm saying that was
mirrors on purpose.
Yeah.
I love it just because like
That was the key.
It makes it very historical, and just another way to archive Black
the
history.
girl. I was like, just trying to bring the girls back on their history. No shade.
I love it.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah. Did you have anything else to say? No? What have been y'all favorite parts so far of Pose? I love Angel. Angel has been and will always be my favorite character.
No. The one that's really, really stealing the show is Poppy.
Oh yeah, he has
Yeah,
been.
he's been having some really, really like strong
There's
points.
been some really good character development.
Yeah, and I can't believe him and Angel's doing some things.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was like, wait a minute, ain't y'all brothers and sisters? What's going on up in that house?
I mean,
I know
in
I'm
real
king.
life.
I'm king. Everybody,
But he already said that he was down for whatever.
I know. That's why I was like, ooh, so you play with Miss Angel, are you? Come on
I
out.
love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. Yeah. I look forward. They were confirmed for
season third.
Okay, I just wanted to
Yes,
make sure
ma'am.
if I was putting out the wrong team.
But I do believe they were confirmed, but for another season for the third.
Yeah.
But I was reading somewhere where Ryan Murphy said that he knew where it was going to end, and he knew that he didn't want to take it current. He knew that.
okay. I'm like,
so
wait a
for
minute,
me,
what?
like I was thinking, like he meant like the show is groundbreaking and everything, but this may not be the show that lasts
6 or 7
6
seasons. Yeah.
This may end next season. Like he
Oh,
may
yeah.
be like next
we'd be
season.
okay with
I
that,
get
no
to
shade.
finish the story how I wanted to finish the story, and then end it without someone forcing him to end it.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
Well, shout out to Ryan Murphy. He's doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
I think the interviewer asked me at Brute, what are some projects that you'd like to see in the next 5 years on TV or just produced in media? I said I'd love
Everything gay. No,
Right, that's what I said. I
Everything
want the
gay,
girls
but
to be ilk here.
I want my
what I
sisters
said.
to shine
Okay.
and pull up and then support your other sisters that are shining as well. Come on out.
I want more shows about Black lesbians and Black trans
Come on,
women
Black
and men.
lesbians. Yeah.
And also specifically men, because I feel like trans
same,
men
yeah.
we never talk about trans men, and we never like implore about their lives and just anything that they have to say. So I would love a show about trans men dating and just living in the city and just, you know.
I seen the trans men at the ball, bitch.
Yeah.
It's everything. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
get up my face.
Okay.
He was like, how you doing? I was like, how you doing?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Experiences.
And one question that he had for me, which I feel like my answer is going to change now, but now that everybody kind of has like a seat at the table, we got the ballroom girls, we
Yeah.
got the gamers, we got, everybody,
The girls.
like the queer girls at the table. How is this going to help the community?
Do you think it's gonna make it more space for the girls, more safe spaces for the girls? Is that what you're asking? I think so.
Is there a benefit to everybody having a platform? Or
There's a benefit for everyone having a platform, but I also believe that sometimes it leads to more confusion and leads to people believing that their voice isn't loud enough at that table. So
Okay, I
they're
can see
going
what
to
you-
take over the table. Like
Yeah.
there leads to, I always think that you can't, leads to a problem of not being able to please everyone. And we have to, I think we just have to be mindful of that because not everything is going to be perfect.
Yeah, not at all. Okay.
And I understand. I think for me, a lot of the times, I think everything we believe that like we waited so long, everything has to be perfect right now.
Yeah.
And it should. In the perfect world, in the perfect society, it would be perfect for us all. But there is a fight that has to go. And I hate that it seems like we're always having a fight, or there's always has to be a fight to get something that should be natural, that you just get your rights. But there's always going to be a tussle, a tug of war of some sort.
Somebody's
to
always
get
gonna come
that,
for your throat, Miss Thing.
which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Always.
I think visibility is a double-edged sword. And the more of it you get, it's like, okay, so maybe your plight is known to more people. Maybe you get more sympathizers. But, at the same time, you get more of the negative side of things too. So, especially when it comes to, certain, people like trans people.
Yeah.
What is it going to do for the community? I'm not sure. I mean, I can't speak for anyone in the industry. I'm not in the industry. But and we just all have to do better and more at uplifting, celebrating, but then also protecting and standing up for each other. And, you know, calling the representatives, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing what we can to change the laws, because in the end of the day, that's really what's holding us back.
Yeah.
And then the people, you know, creating these laws, you know, we have to vote. And it gets deep. But as for what this visibility is going to do for us, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm hoping that it'll stay positive, because it's not going to take much for them to turn on us.
No.
They usually do. So, yeah.
I think one thing that Trey said, and which I loved, is that the community and just our plight is always going to be a work in progress.
Yeah.
And we have to know that there is no finish line in sight, you know?
Continuous
And
fight.
That's what it is. I'm really happy that in the last few years we've gained so much visibility, and like we finally have a platform to really be who we are. But like I'm a little apprehensive about that platform, just because like Black gay people have always been so like underground, and it's also been like our cloak of safety, so to speak, that I'm really scared that we're only putting a target on our backs by like being as visible. So I don't know, like the ballroom scene has always been hush hush, and it's been so great and so protective because of that. So
my mama asked about it, and she ain't never been nowhere near in the ballroom now, honey. My mama asked us at breakfast one day. I was like, Miss Parker. Wait, let me tell you, my sister was telling her all about Pose. She was giving her every information. I had to correct her ass.
Oh, I'm like, well, you were supposed to be the representative,
That's
bitch.
why I felt bad. I felt it. Because
you
here's
supposed
the
to
thing.
support the girls.
I was letting her. I wanted to see what she knew. Right. I wanted to see how well she was watching it and what she knew. But then there was parts where I was like, "Let me correct you." And she would be like,
Hold on, girl.
"No, I know what I'm talking." And I'll be like,
No, mommy.
Little girl.
Little girl.
"Let me tell you what it is."
Yeah.
But no, I think that the visibility is allowing other people to understand.
And it feels great.
It feels amazing.
I know.
I know.
But yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
it
that's
feels great.
all I got, girl.
Yeah, but it's just like also like we don't really know the ramifications of like the effects of what
we're
will be
doing
in the future.
We
you
never know
know
the future though.
No.
So.
If we could gaze into the future, okay.
You might think life would be a breeze.
But life would be a breeze. Do you hear me?
Seeing trouble from a distance,
Okay,
Yeah.
Raven.
it's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
So I just also
was a
want to
word.
go around and do one last thing.
What's that?
What's something that something that's happened to you good?
As far as what? The
That makes
summer
you
and
happy?
everything?
Anything good? What's a
what's
good thing that's
good?
happened? Something that you've accomplished? A nice somebody complimented you, made you feel happy.
Well, I've started to do a lot on my social media as far as my dear y'all and stuff like that, and spread a lot more positivity. Because let me tell you something about Miss Twitter. Baby, she's a hot motherfucking mess. And I see it's a lot of girls that are doing a lot of things and taking their social climate, social platform and using it to be very, very mean and nasty to girls. And I don't understand it. And I have to say, sometimes it was the days when I used to be like, but I opened my eyes and finally seen like, girl, it's more about spreading love and positivity. Like the girls really don't understand I'd rather be nice than to be mean. It's a lot more stress and a lot more pressure to be mean than to be nice. Hey baby, how you doing? How you stay? I've started doing more. Instead of saying good morning, I'm saying great morning. It's just all about spreading the love and the positivity. I'm on that kick now. I ain't got time for all that.
Okay, brother love.
Listen, I have changed. Look, I am sister. Okay, sister love. No, I just wish a lot. Yeah, the girls just need to get it together. No shade.
Who's going next?
You girl.
Recently,
We still got some good stuff going on.
Okay.
because I mean, you know, asking who's going next, girl, you could just go.
Just go.
Recently, I reconnected with one of my with a friend who's known me for a long time.
Come on, friend.
And it was very nice to see them, speak with them. You know, their presence was affirming. You know, and I just kind of felt refreshed after they left and went back to where they live, and I was very happy to have seen them. So that's a good thing that happened to me recently.
I love vibes like that.
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
somebody in a long time, be like, bitch. I don't know if yours was experienced like that, but I love those moments.
Trey.
No, I want to thank Savoy Jefferson.
Come on, Savoy.
Who's given me a chance to intern with him and to learn from him. And I think not many people give people chances in this world to like learn. That's all we really kind of want is to learn and just figure out if something is right for us. And he's giving me a chance to learn from him, and I'm thankful for it. So that's exciting.
Amazing.
He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
A doll.
Yeah.
Sister Bus. Hey, Bussy.
Shouts out to the Queen of Thoughts.
Okay, the queen of thoughts.
Yes, girl.
The Bussy princess.
The Thoughtress.
Yeah.
I guess what's the good thing that has happened to me or happened to me was my interview with Brute Media. I wish honestly it was something that we could have all done together, and it was a great opportunity. There's so many people out there that listen to him on a weekly basis.
Come on
and
out.
it's overwhelming. It's like it's a gag. I can't believe people want our opinions about things. So yeah, I was very happy and just floored to be at the interview. Brute, shout out to y'all. Y'all
Shout
are
out.
so sweet. He had water, he had everything ready, and it was a great time. So that was a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
The girls really do live for us. Because
Yeah.
the events I was going to, him podcast, I was like, oh, us? Yeah, that's us.
And it's so crazy because I don't always want to be a nice person, but
Well. Be a good person, but
and I'm just learning that, just being in the seat isn't always about like what you want to do or like
You got an audience, baby. They want to hear you.
So yeah, it's some things we need to talk about, but yeah, like I've had a total awakening. So it's just like sometimes you have to put on
a Phoenix rising.
put on a good face and just do it because like it's for a better, a bigger cause.
And we're helping a lot of the girls.
Yeah.
Remember those emails, girls. Remember those emails.
So yeah, that's it. Is it Jam of the Week time?
Is it Jim?
Oh no, we have a new thing now,
Oh,
bitches.
excuse the fuck out of me.
It's
This is a him
new
exclusive.
now, bitches. Okay,
Him exclusive.
2020 is around the motherfucking corner, and I need you bitches to get political, savvy, whatever you need to do, because you bitch, everyone is voting this November. I don't care who you vote for, except for if you vote for Donald Trump.
I voted last year.
I
But
voted last year too.
I don't care.
Not last year.
This
but
primary, I don't care who you vote for, but I need you to vote for somebody that you
Let
believe
mother
in,
go.
and that you, with your own moral compass, believe is right to lead not only you, but everybody else, your family, your mama, your cousin, your best friend,
The
your
entire
sister,
free world.
everyone.
The girls.
So here at him, we're gonna help you every single week.
I love it.
Right? Yeah. Okay, first, I do want to say that there are kids dying at the border and
Still.
Oh my
still.
God. Yes.
We talked about this several months ago. And we're going to find whatever we need to do to donate to whatever. But look, I don't know how to I'm going to keep saying this. But if I see any of you motherfuckers who got anything to do with this, I'm finding your ass.
Come on
and I'm
out.
getting it.
She's
because
on search.
it is utterly heartbreaking to know that there are children fleeing from danger to come here to, let's be clear here, America ain't that perfect. So I don't even want to come here for that shit.
Okay.
But they're fleeing everything to come here in hopes for a better life.
Wow.
And we can't even give them a chance to speak, to feel safe. We have little girls, little boys, parents dying.
The grandfather in the water with the kids. I seen that.
So I need everyone to wake up, y'all.
Yeah, it's real.
Tweet your congressperson, your state senator, and let them know. Let's be clear, bitch. Your job comes from me. So
She's a shooter.
don't do what I want. Don't do what I need. I'm gonna need you to. You need to go. Okay. So our first candidate profile that we have right now.
Oh, girl, you going off.
Yes, I'm doing
I love
something
it.
new. Is Julian Castro.
Okay.
Okay. So Julian Castro he worked for the Obama administration for urban housing, urban development, I believe.
Urban housing.
And so here's a few. I did a few tidbits of like positions.
You giving facts, Miss
Yes,
Thing?
yes.
Drop them facts, baby.
So healthcare. He is a supporter of Medicare for All, the Medicare for All proposal, and has also described overhauling the U.S. healthcare system as his number one priority if he was president. Immigration. He, during the first Democratic primary debate in June, Castro challenged his fellow candidates to support a repeal of a law that criminalizes border crossings. So that is what's happening right now. We're criminalizing just crossing the border to even seek asylum. Let's talk about LGBTQ rights.
Right.
Yeah, bitch.
For the girls.
Okay. So of course, he believes that transgender Americans should be allowed to serve in the U.S. Armed Forces, which is not the case at the moment. And so also while heading the Department of House and Urban Development, Castro expanded fair housing rights to transgender Americans. So keep that in mind. And he supports marriage equality. And he was one of the only candidates during the debates that highlighted that Black trans women were dying and being killed and murdered. So that, for me, is a big sign of he knows what's going on. He does have his ear to the streets.
Come on,
and
streets.
he knows that he's not just the LGBTQ that is always out. You got to protect everyone.
Yeah, I think
Bring it
often
full
sometimes
circle.
when it comes to politics, when we say LGBTQ, more than likely they're talking about white, the white gays. So it's, yeah.
And that's
a cute
a
segment.
quick little profile.
Yeah.
Come on out.
Please go and Google search Julian Castro if you want.
What's the segment called?
I don't know. I haven't thought of a good one. It's maybe be called Let's Get Political.
Let's Get Political.
Maybe like Let's Get Physical, but get political.
Or Trey's
'Cause
politics.
You
No
know the bitches love to get physical.
Yeah.
So let's get political. I like
Come
that
on.
one.
Come on, political.
What do you think? Do you like the name? Do you not?
I'm gonna brainstorm.
Okay,
She's
thanks.
we could do this. Listen, we are a
she's
team.
gonna brainstorm, and by
Is
the
you
time I
seen it
ask her
for?
next
Is you
time,
not?
it won't be a name. She'll be like,
We're gonna
forgot.
call political puss.
Okay, political puss.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm here
That's
for that.
it, bitch.
I
love
need you to
political
come on
puss.
out.
Bussy in the polls.
Bussy
You know what
in
I'm
the
saying?
polls. Wow. We are so.
Okay, somebody cut his mic, and then we
No,
can
because we're going to
continue
get
on
in
with
some
Jam of the Week.
things, baby. Come
so
on, Jam of the Week.
We've been going for a while
We've
now.
been
The
gone,
bitches here
yeah.
back,
And I'm still listening to the same shit.
Get your ass back, bitch, because we got
Jam
some new
of the
shit.
Week time. Okay, Aaron, what is your jam of the week?
My jam of the week is "Call" by Lucky Day.
Oh,
his
yes.
new album "Painted." His album is fantastic.
he
And
always
he's
put me
such
on
a
to the
great
girls.
singer. I love his voice. His tone is beautiful. But yeah, "Call" I've been playing on repeat. It's like my jam right now. It's probably gonna be another one of his songs next week because I play it a lot. But
Yeah.
Malik.
Oh. Look, I had to screenshot my thing. So look, I don't even know. This is a song that I'm listening to. It's called Giving Up Is Hard to Do. I believe his name is B. Water is the name of the artist.
Okay.
But yeah, it's comes up on a playlist.
Stevie, darling.
My jam of the week is by the original Child of Destiny, LaToya Luckett. Original Child of Destiny. An original Child of Destiny.
so unnecessary.
I'm
I
cutting.
thought you
You
was
know
talking
me.
about Farrah.
No, absolutely. She's not an original Child of Destiny. Sit down, Miss Thing. LaToya Luckett was there from the jump. So she has a new single, and she's on T.I.'s Family Hustle and everything. And she has a new single that she's been working on, and she has released. It's called "Feeling." It's a cute like R&B bop. She worked with Tank on the song, and I love it. So yeah, and it's been in my ear all week long. So "Feeling" by
I
LaToya
love me
Luckett.
some Tank.
Tank is everything. Got to see him in person, baby. Woo!
Jesus.
I'm talking
Okay.
about wet.
Oh Jesus!
Coming out. Just look, calling
okay.
thing a thing.
So my jam of the week is by Mark Ronson. Don't Leave Me Lonely.
Featuring Yebba.
Oh my God.
I love that song.
I like Yebba. She's amazing.
Did you see?
Yebba.
She's
a singer.
She performed at
amazing.
Glastonbury.
Bitch.
She's amazing.
She sang the
Fuck
She's
out
amazing.
of. Did you
Out of
see
that
her
song.
on Strahan and Sarah, bitch?
I did not.
She
I
sang it
didn't-
on there.
Oh,
Wait,
I
no,
will be
no,
looking
it
that up
wasn't
tonight.
Strahan and
That's-
Sarah.
yeah. Wait.
It was Hody. It was Kathy. No, Hoda and Jenna, whatever that.
Well, yeah.
Right, girl. I'm gonna look it up. 'Cause all I saw was the Glastonbury one, so I'm
Let
looking
me
it
tell
up.
you, she
She's
sang
amazing.
it, and it wasn't it wasn't piano driven. It was like the beat.
The jam.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
And
love
she was
Yebba so much.
Give me a movement.
She has 2 other songs on Mark's album.
That's 3.
3. She has 2 other songs. So
There
she
were
has
2 other songs,
this one.
yes.
Wait,
and
does
the
she
2
have a
other
debut
ones.
album?
No,
Okay.
but she got a Grammy, so that's
Girls
all
are
that
saying that.
matters.
I was like, wait a minute.
It's
what's her
still
debut?
coming. The album's
Okay.
coming.
I'm excited.
And she's independent?
No, not that I know.
don't know.
I'm sure because the record labels be, they chop.
I don't know, but I just care about the voice.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
amazing.
she's amazing.
Every time I hear a little run up, I just feel like that's good in my soul.
She's so good at ascending runs.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
just
my
a
God.
beautiful thing.
Descending
It just seems
too. She's so
It
good
just
at
seems so
everything.
easy for her. Like she just be like
Team Yabba.
I'd be like,
How do you spell her name?
YEBBA.
YEBBA. It's Abby spelled backwards. Her name is Abby.
I just
Yeah, she did that.
Let me
The
tell
same
you.
thing, but like, I said, oh, okay. You know you do.
my
you gotta do it.
mind sold me on her from the beginning.
And also,
beginning.
her
It made
mom
me
used to
cry.
call her Yebba when she was a kid.
It made me cry. Ooh, child.
Get into
I love these new girls that are coming out.
She's that girl.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
She is.
Like,
that
her
girl.
voice is
Not too many of the new girls give me chills, but when I listen to her,
Yeah.
I'll be like, woo.
Okay,
the one.
darlings.
Yeah.
Anything left to say? We've been gone for
Spread more love, everybody. Spread more love. No.
Spread more ass, everybody.
Spread more ass. Spread more love.
Yeah.
We're back,
They out
bitches.
here.
We're back.
Them him niggas.
The him niggas is back. Check out our Patreon and stuff too, girls.
I
Go onto our
love it.
website.
Yep.
Yes.
Him,
gonna
what
be
is it?
liking it on
Himpodcast.co.
That's
See,
it.
Malik is looking at me like, bitch, when your shit coming out.
Where the fuck you at, girl?
No, bitch, I ain't looking.
We,
I'm just
cause we
making
good
sure.
over there.
I didn't contribute it to the pot, bitch. That's it.
I know.
Now,
I ain't
listen.
worried about nothing.
Make sure you check out
yes,
that.
check out our Patreons. Check out the website. Check out the merch.
Yeah, buy your merch. No shit.
Any parting words, darling?
Put a little mango scented Jamaican black castor oil
Your
On.
ass.
on your butt
Yes,
So it
but
tastes
for a
good.
little
Put it in a
flavor.
hole.
for a little flavor. Spice up your life.
You know,
Okay.
real down
Yeah.
to earth citrus.
Come on, Aaron.
I can't.
She said
No,
everything.
mango's
they're
not a
allergic
citrus.
to
Oh god damn it.
citrus?
Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
That was cute.
Like we on BC, you can catch us every motherfucking Wednesday.
Motherfucking Wednesday. Yeah.
It feels good to be back. We love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Some says put your hands on your knees, ayy. Some says put your hands on your feet, ayy. Some says push it open like a tree, ayy. Some says put your hands on your hip, yeah. Some says put your hands on your knees, ayy. Some says put your hands on your feet, ayy. Some says push it open like a tree, ayy. Left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left. Left, right, pussy, pussy, bag, pussy, 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 bag. Hands on your knees, knees, pussy, 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 bag, pussy, 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 bag, pussy, 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 bag, pussy, 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 bag, pussy, 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 bag. I'm a money making, no cap, ayy.